Leaders, if you're not getting a return on investment from your training, here's 4 mistakes you could be making and not even realize it. The first mistake is not talking about your training programs with your leadership structure, your managers, your senior leadership. How often do you actually talk about the training resources that are available? How often do you sort of push those managers back to, oh, have you used the training that's available to deal with this issue? If you're not talking about the training that's available in your resources and holding your management structures accountable to use them, well, of course, your individual contributors aren't going to think training's important. The second mistake you could be making is not allowing your training structure, your training department, enough time to plan and analyze situations before requiring them to implement the training. Training takes time to develop. Now, yes, trainers need to respond quickly to urgent needs. However, requiring everything to be an urgent response that needs to happen tomorrow means your trainers don't have the time to really analyze root causes of situations, to really understand the skills gaps in your organizations and plan out how to best address them. So give your training departments at least a little bit of time to plan training and respond. The third big mistake that's easy to make is to have constantly shifting priorities. Now, yes, business is messy, business isn't clean and neat, and we have to respond in the moment to needs. If you're constantly changing priorities, you're undermining your training efforts. You're not giving the training group enough time to build consciousness in the organization. You're not giving your training departments time for that training to sink in and begin to have an effect. The last mistake that's easy to make is not including your training groups in your vision sessions, not including the training departments in your discussions about long-term planning, long-term vision, where we're going to be in 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. I have a news flash for you. Trainers want to help you execute on your vision. But if we don't know about it, how are we going to help you execute on it? Here's another little tip. If they're part of the planning sessions, they can give you ideas, approaches, and strategies that can maybe help your vision be even better. So for the leaders out there, there's 4 quick ways that you can improve the return on investment of your training. So if you're going to spend the time training, make sure you're not making these 4 mistakes that's going to undermine your efforts.